Scrappers, it's Vanessa, and I am here with my June kit. And so this is what I put together to use for the month of June. And these are all different papers from my stash. I'm primarily using mostly Maggie Holmes and some Echo Park, but there are a few other papers in here as well. So some other crepe paper and I think a Dear Lizzie as well show up in here. But this is what I pulled together to use for this month. I definitely have more than I will use in the month for sure, but I wanted to make a kit that I kind of felt inspired by the papers and by the colors, and just something that had a lot of colors to choose from, and that something that would give me lots of options that I wouldn't get bored or stuck in the same color scheme for the entire month. So the two papers that I used sort of for my inspiration were these two papers. This one here is from the Carousel collection. It is the Summertime, and hopefully I can get my camera to adjust, but this is the Carousel. It's the one with all the kites. And the good thing is most of these papers that I'm going to show you, I feel like I could use either side and create layouts with this same kit. So I will be using possibly both sides, so both A and B sides. So this one has the kites on this side and then this squiggly kind of tone-on-tone turquoise on the back. So again, this was one of the inspiration papers, and I just love it for all the colors. There's lots of options, which I love. And I have, these are all double-sided papers, which sometimes I'll pull from paper pads, but these ones were all just individual papers in my stash, so I pulled them out to put together. And then the other one that was my inspiration was this Summer Days, which hopefully shows up, and it was called Painted Strokes. If you can see that. I know my lighting is, there we go, it's a bit crazy. So this has all the colors in the plus signs on this side and then the painted stripes in the back. So both of these papers, I think I wouldn't use them on the same layout. This is a bit busy. But even when I put it, this is a little, it has all the colors but a little more subtle. I could possibly make that work if I was going to. But either way, this was, all the colors that are in this are in this kite pattern as well. So these became my inspiration pieces. So everything will kind of go together based off of those. So what I'll try to do is lay these out like this and then show you one page at a time so that you can kind of see it all come together. You can tell me if you like this, where I lay it all out so you can kind of see it all come together. So there's this. Now, this paper is the cut apart sheet from Summer Dreams, and it was called Multi-Journaling Cards. Now this one I don't foresee myself using. The colors obviously work. I don't know that I'll use a watermelon paper, but definitely the back side of this, I know that I'm going to, we're in June, so I'm going to bring out, I live in Florida, so technically it's like summer all year round, but I will definitely be using this set of papers to do some summer layouts for sure. And some of those will be pool and, you know, summertime kind of layout ideas that I have. So I pulled this, which I thought I could use this side for sure. The next one I pulled is this one also from Summer Dreams, and it was called Bikini Style. And it has flamingos on this side, which I think I could use this, and I would use this myself personally, even with a layout that has nothing to do with flamingos. I feel like this pattern, it's tone on tone, and you know, if it's a small enough layer, you wouldn't even see that they're flamingos, and if it's summer, I don't mind using flamingos in general. But I do have some beach, or not some beach, but some pool layouts, and so I thought the bathing suits definitely can go. And again, I wouldn't use a huge amount of this either, just because it's very themed, but it will definitely work for summer. And here's a funny thing, I live in Florida, but we don't like the beach, even though we're about 30 minutes, maybe, not even, probably not even 30 minutes. We're probably not even 30 minutes from the beach, but we never go. Like, we never go to the beach. We go to the pool. We have a pool, but we don't go to the beach. And so my kids actually like the beach, but my husband and I are not huge fans. And I'm originally from Canada, and I actually grew up back home in Nova Scotia, about 30 minutes from the beach. And growing up, I probably went to the beach a little bit, but even then, my family wasn't huge beach people. And so, yeah, so funny note, I live in Florida, but I'm not a beach person. But I do have lots of pool photos, so, you know, I get lots of sun and water photos just from that alone. But, yeah, funny thing, live in Florida, not a beach fan. So this next paper was also from Summer Dreams, and it is Soak Up the Sun. And the primary reason that I grabbed it was for this wood grain. I love a wood grain. It's white in this case, and it's nice and neutral. It'll make a really great background, which is probably what I will use this for. The back of it does have the sunglasses, which I like them. They're cute, but I probably won't use them just simply because I want to use this as a background. I just love wood grain and a white wood grain, especially in summer. Yeah, I love it. It's beautiful. So that you'll see I'm thinking a background. So this next one, we're going to move over to some more crepe paper of Maggie Holmes. This is the Carousel collection, and it was Bonbons, I think. Yeah, Bonbons. It has this triangle, I guess, or more like a diamond chevron pattern, I guess, maybe. I don't know what you would call it. And then the back is this turquoise tone-on-tone kind of, again, kind of like a, I don't know what kind of pattern that is, but it's just more of a tone-on-tone kind of pattern. And it obviously definitely goes with all the colors. And technically, this green is in, obviously, the Carousel collection. And it's even in this Echo Park papers. I technically could use this somewhere. I probably will use this more. So I think what I'll do when I'm showing you this is I'll show you the side that I'm probably going to use more, or that I think I'm going to use more than the opposite. So in this case, it's more this side. Now the next one is Carousel collection again, and this one was Rose Park. Has these beautiful florals, because I can't not have a floral paper, at least one, in a collection, or a kit, I should say. This pulls in the yellow that is also in the Echo Park and obviously the Maggie Holmes collection. And so I like this one for the floral, and I also like it for the black and white on the back, though I can only look at that for a few minutes because my eyes get all crisscrossed when I'm looking at that pattern. So I do know I'll use probably little bits of both sides of this, so we'll put it on the floral since it's easier to look at. Now this paper is from Pink Paisley Summer Lights. This is page number 6, and this is again a wood grain. Has those turquoise colors and some gray and some white. I did think about this one is probably going to be a background, again because it's wood grain. The colors are awesome. But I also do like this circular pattern just because it is neutral, and this also could work for a background. It's not super busy like some of the other patterns. I think you could definitely use that for a background. So this one's kind of hard to decide which one I'm going to use. I'm leaning toward this one, but yeah, that one I'm not sure. But either way, that made it to the kit. I have this piece of Carousel, which is Happy Go Lucky. So again, all of these papers are a number of years old now, because when the Carousel collection came out, 2017, I think Summer Days might have been 2017 as well. So yeah, none of these are new, for sure. So I have this pink and orangey pink stripe on this side, which obviously goes, as well as all of these sort of words, ribbon words. So this one, both sides, I like both sides. So you'll probably see a combination. I might even use this to cut out some of the words. So we'll see. Try to make sure I get everything in, at least a little bit of everything in frame. I have a lot of papers, so I picked a lot. I like lots of choice. And so this is another carousel. It is the Dazzle. And this one, I really love these. I want to cut these apart so I can see at least half this page being cut apart for these little arrow kind of strips. And then I love this as well. This polka dot was one of my favorites in this collection, this paper. So yeah, I will definitely probably pull out both sides of that one. Now this one here is from the Carousel collection, and it is the Star Bright. And it has the scallops, which look like eyelashes with the yellow. So obviously that one matches. And then this one gives me another paper that has some black in it to pull out some of the black that's also in some of these papers as well. So I like both sides of that one. Again, you'll probably see both of that come into play. Here is from the Carousel collection, the Belle collection, or the Belle paper. This has the black and white florals, which again, another floral. I absolutely love it. This side, I could take or leave. It definitely matches, and I could definitely make it work. Will I? Maybe. It depends on whether or not I end up fussy cutting this entire page, because I love florals, and I love these Maggie Home florals, and these are perfect in that they're relatively easy to fussy cut. So we'll see how much of this side makes it, and I'm thinking that it'll be more this side. So we'll leave it that side up, because let's be real, I'm probably going to use that side. Next up is Carousel, and this is the Uplifting paper, and it has like the, not diagonal, well, kind of diagonal yellow stripe. And then on the other side it has these sort of lantern, sort of, I don't know what they are, banners, I guess, lantern banners. And so again, all the colors definitely go with what I'm working with. I like this because it brings in some more of that yellow, and I thought I might want to bring in some yellow for sure into this month's layouts. And so I'm going to put it that way because it just shows you again all the colors together. The next one I have is number 10 from Paige Evans, and I wish I could remember. This is the Take Me Away? Is that what it was called? I forget. But it's one of her collections, definitely not her newest. It was a couple of collections now. This side, I guess I could use certain ones would work with this set of papers, but I really picked it again to pull out some more of that yellow, because I thought I really like yellow with summer pictures in a lot of cases, and so I pulled that one. And I apologize, guys, if you can hear it. I have a thunderstorm happening outside my window, so I apologize if you hear loud claps of thunder. So bear with me. This one is the Dear Lizzie Lovely Day, C'est La Vie. And so this is the cut apart. And I definitely think there's a few of these I could use if I choose to. I don't know that I would use all of them, but a few of them. However, I did actually pull it for this paper. It's an ombre, and then these are little hearts. I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of hard. There you go. Make sure it's kind of focusing a little bit. But it's an ombre, and there's these little hearts that go all the way through the paper. And so I am thinking that'll be the side I use. Next one is another Maggie Holmes. However, this one is from Chasing Dreams, and it was the first place. So it has all the ribbons. And because we're talking Maggie Holmes, all of the colors from her past collections go together. And so this one definitely works. Both sides I could use. So maybe I'll fussy cut some of those. You never know. But I actually pulled it for more this peachy pink color. And so I like this simple kind of a stripe So I really think that this one will be the one that I end up using. So, and I apologize guys, I'm playing with a new camera setup, and so I'm using a different camera. I'm using a webcam, and so it kind of auto corrects. So if it goes blurry a little bit here and there, I'm working on the settings. I'm also working on, and I have to play with it, I think the color needs to be adjusted just slightly. So bear with me while I kind of play with this new setup that I have. So I'm trying to keep all of the papers at least somewhat in frame so you can see them. Only a couple more to go. This is a long one, so I apologize. Get a cup of coffee if you need to. This is the Crepe Paper Oasis. Summer Break is the paper. It's a wood grain on this side, kind of like a parquet floor it reminds me of. But I thought this would be a good background. This one, I like this side, but this is one of those ones that I definitely pulled it more just to use this side, and so that will definitely be the one that I use. This next paper is Maggie Holmes' Chasing Dreams again. It has this beautiful floral, which again I could use. There's definitely pops of this blue throughout the collections, or throughout the papers that I chose, but I actually pulled it for this pink because you can never have too much pink in your kits, in my opinion. So next one is the Summer Dreams Sweet as Summer. You can see it. And it has this nice white and green stripe, which I thought is very easy to use. The back has these ice cream cones, which are very cute, and I could definitely probably use, but I foresee myself probably using this side more. And last but not least is the last one I pulled from the Summer Dreams, Enjoy the Ride, and it has all of the multicolored circles that pick up all the colors that basically I've pulled in my papers. The other side is some Ferris wheels, which are really cute, and potentially I could use that, but it's more likely I will use this one. So that there are all the papers that I pulled to use for my kit this month. So lots of choices. So like I said, I wanted a kit that I felt like I wouldn't get bored, and that gave me lots of color choices. So I feel like that I've accomplished that with this kit. So the only other thing I'll probably pull in is just some cardstock, some white cardstock and some colored cardstock if I choose. But those are the papers. And then I'm going to show you the few things that I pulled for embellishments. I always generally pull from a bin that I have sort of sitting beside my desk of just other random things. So those will probably come in to play with my kit. And then these are the other things that I plan to use. So I have the Maggie Holmes Carousel Ephemera Pack, and it is unopened. Never been opened, so I figured I needed to pull this out and start using it. So it is one of my ephemera. I also have this Vicky Bouton, again, another pack of embellishments that have never been opened. And this, I believe, was from her first collection. So those are all the pieces. And so those I will be hoping to use on a layout. I'm going to turn them this way so they don't glare. I apologize for the lighting is a bit off. I have a few tags here, and some of this came from hip kits, from past hip kits, and so I've kind of just pulled them to use because they worked with the colors and whatnot in this kit. So I have 4 tags and a little glassine bag, which they were in, but I can use that. Sorry again for the thunder. If you can't hear it, I'm surprised if you can't because it's really loud. These are some Heidi Swap kind of little sticky notes, which be good for journaling or little embellishment layers. So I have those. I have some wood buttons from Hip Kit, and they're really hard to see. I apologize for the noise. But, let me take them out so you can kind of see them. So there's the wood buttons. Again, these are from an old hip kit quite a ways back. But all of those colors definitely are in the papers that I pulled. I have some, again, some exclusive puffy stickers from my past hip kits. And so these all definitely work with the colors. And then I have the Oasis sticker sheet. And again, the colors all work with the papers that I've chosen. So I'm not going to spend too much time looking at these because none of this is new product by any means. And so most of you have already seen and already played and probably already killed most of the things that I'm showing you. And then I also have the thickers. This is from the Carousel collection, and it's those enamel word stickers and little icons that came in the Carousel collection. I have never used this package, and so I figured it is time to get it on some layouts. And it definitely goes with all the papers since I have a lot of the Carousel. Now for letter stickers, I pulled a couple of different letter sets. A lot of them have been used, so I'm going to see what else I can get used from them. So I have the L Studio in teal. Pull this down a little bit so you can see. I have these stickers, which are called Campfire, sort of a neutral. Again, another neutral. These are Amy Tan's Everyday. And I have definitely used these, so I want to get some thickers used up, so I figure I'm going to pull in these and hopefully get them used up. These are from Belt Boulevard, and they are just the pink ones, or they're called Punch. Not a whole lot left in that one. I have some thickers here called Fairy Tale, and they are in like a navy thin font. I also have Twilight. These again are in navy. And lots. This one's well loved, but I think I can get a few more words out of it. And then I pulled in these green, which were Memento from Amy Tan. And so like I said, other than these items here, I have a few things that kind of just lay around on my desk to hopefully go on layouts. And apart from that, you will definitely see me pull in some enamel dots and some sequins as I go through the month. But this is what I plan to play with for this month, so be on the lookout for some videos both here on my channel and the Crafty Maven with this kit for this month. And with that, guys, I will catch you on the next one. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.